Hello from the Polygrants Assistance Program team. On behalf of Jennifer Walker, representing Channel Grants Management on the East, and myself, Kimberly.Newman, representing Channel Grants Management on the West, I wanted to talk you through leveraging the Polygrants team for support. I'll look at what this brief video will cover, available and upcoming funding, what's needed for education, state and local government, as well as a look at previous COVID-related telehealth funding eligibility for planning for 2021. In closing, what to expect from a PGAP meeting. The new stimulus, referred to as CAA 2021, was passed in late December and includes $900 billion of COVID relief. Some highlights: education funding at $81 billion includes ESSER funding for K through 12 schools at $54.3 billion. A highlight for you there, this is 4 times the amount of funding that was included in the CARES original relief funding for K through 12. Higher education getting $22.7 billion, double the amount that was included in CARES. And this education funding bucket will include a governor's emergency education relief fund of $4.1 billion, which includes $2.7 billion for non-public schools. That means private schools are now getting a direct allocation, as they originally were not included in CARES funding. Looking at healthcare, there is another $250 million for FCC COVID-19 telehealth program that originally had gotten $200 million, which went fairly quickly. It did go in just under 2 months, as it was a first come, first serve submission. To note, applicants not funded in round 1 can amend their original application. New healthcare providers can also apply. More details anticipated at the end of January. Also in healthcare, $22.4 billion for public health and social services emergency fund for testing, contact tracing, and surveillance. Other relevant info to highlight: there is $60 million for RUS-DLT. Currently, it's unclear if that's all the funding or if this has been added to the existing budget. More details to come there. And a highlight: the CRF funding for state and local government that originally had a deadline at the end of 2020 has been extended through the end of this year. So that funding is now still on the table for state and local government. For long-term sales planning, RUS-DLT 2021, our team can walk you through how to identify opportunities, as well as provide your customers with support in the scoring for telehealth and distance learning opportunities. What's needed for education in 2021 and beyond? Short term, we know schools are trying to get back in person as much as possible, and the ability to offer hybrid and potentially even remote as outbreaks might pop up in different regions, it's the key solution. Long term, societal changes the pandemic has brought on and technological advancements implemented in schools will have impactful uses post-COVID. Think virtual parent-teacher conferences, virtual field trips, dual credit courses, suspension programs, special education, and beyond. We know that K through 12 needs video, headsets, voice. Higher education, headsets, video, voice. And a couple things to really consider: CIOs of major school districts aren't anticipating fall 2021 as a normal school year. They are planning and continuing to implement and have strategy for hybrid learning. And a huge factor, and often the most important in the final decision for K through 12, is inventory. Polly's ready, just ask us. A look at state and local government needs. State and local governments will be focused on a variety of priorities in early 2021 and beyond, including continuity of operations in all government facets as the pandemic continues, with the added layer of managing vaccine distribution. Needs here: voice, video, headset. We highly recommend the Poly Eagle Eye Cube as a great solution in the state and local government realm. And when we're starting to talk healthcare, we want to look back at the FCC COVID telehealth funding eligibility to give you a feel of what customers and opportunities to target as this money will go quickly. So you'll see a list here, 1 through 8, of who was previously eligible, and as more details become available, we'll cross-reference, but this is a great starting point to identify any opportunities. Thing to note is previous funding did go within 2 months of its release. So this money will go quickly. Prepare now with customers and opportunities that you have relationships with. Booking meetings with the PGAP team. Let's do this. Leveraging our team for support. How can the PGAP team assist along the way? We serve as an extension of the solution sales team for both behind the scenes and client facing support for opportunities. We can provide research and education on where to find funding, aka we help you follow the money. Which grants are the best fit for your customers and opportunities? From there, pre-qualification and hand-holding throughout the application process, as well as post-award support. We can assist with both internal and client-facing webinars, workshops, strategy meetings, and planning. And what can you expect from a meeting with our team? Topics that we can cover and support you on. Available in upcoming grant funding for education, state and local, and telehealth needs, COVID and beyond. Providing a poly healthcare subject matter expert as needed. Scott Simmons has joined the poly team and offers 30 plus years of experience in the industry. Research and detailed support for specific opportunities. Think allocations of funding received, suggestions or viable funding options for a project, really teeing you up for success and a fruitful, productive conversation. Answer and support general grant questions, whatever you need. We'll do our due diligence to find and lead you in the right direction. Thank you, and we look forward to working together.